So this is how the things is about Palestine. Palestine is like a very far country in the Middle East, and for who don't know, it's occupied by Israeli. And it's common that stereotyping that Palestinians have very important issues instead of caring about animal rights. So this was true, but in 2011 we start this new organization called Palestinian Animal League, and it's care about animal welfare and other issues related to the environment, related to the animal issues, and all of this stuff. And this comes from this idea. This is like something mentality. Like there is a kid, and he is like a little bit playing with a cat, and then his father said, "No, it is dirty and might make you sick." So okay. He will not play anymore with a cat. Other way, another kid, he gets scared from a dog, and he said, "Are you scared from a dog?" No, his father said, "Yes, you are scared from a dog. You shouldn't be scared. Take a stone and throw it to the dog, and the dog will escape." So this is like how the things like who afraid the others and who have to be afraid of others. It's not a mentality. Instead of doing this, instead of him take a stone and throw it to these dogs, and you will notice that the dogs who will be scared. Bring the dogs, come and see. He is not scared, so play with the dogs, and it's not scary. He will not hurt you or make you sick. This is like the things that we start to work in our societies and depend on that. Sometimes also, because we are so like pressure communities, and some people who are living in places where I do live, in refugees camp and something like this. So you have to be under the pressure of the group. So you will be covered if you didn't try once in your life to catch a bear and pull the neck of the bear, then kill it. Because if you didn't, you will be, you are covered, you couldn't kill a bear. This is not manly things, and this is how the thing. So this is the idea that where we come from, and it's kind of a lot of pressure around, and occupation give us many excuses. And we also care like, okay, we have to care about human rights. We have to care about human rights. We have to care about the occupation more than animal. But this is not excuses. You can care about the animal right, and you can care about a human right, and you can take any action against the occupation in the same time. It doesn't matter, because also the occupation affects our situation, affect our environment, and affect the animal situation all around the country. So during our registration for this is what we find, like some obstacles that we are facing the community to do this. And also during our registration, we found that many banks didn't want to give us a bank account so we can get funds from outside, because they think that this is animal welfare, who will send them money, and we will not work anything. So why we will open a bank account while they will not have money from the funder? And this is true, because the fundraiser, NGOs in Palestine don't care about this kind of issues, that they think it is like for rich people, or like people who they finish all of their struggle, they finish all of their problem, and then they started with caring about animal rights. So this is not like this kind of idea with the bank, but at least we make an official registration for our organization. We make official bank account, and we got some help from other organizations around the world. We are a part of MENAW, which is like Mediterranean Animal Welfare in the Middle East. Have a center in Egypt, and so what we start, and the things that we start to doing is like to we are trying to break the circle of violence. Like if you are depressed and the big brother go to hit his young brother, then young brother he found a cat. This is a cat, I don't want it, so it's like a way to express your feeling. No, if you feel in pain as a Palestinian or as a kid, why you want to make other creatures feel pain? So this is kind of the things that we can take care about the environment. Also, but we have also many obstacles, not internally, also externally, and this is kind of the things that also we interfere on it. For example, after they built the wall around the West Bank, the Israeli country are building now a wall all around the West Bank and make our cities like a small cottage, have a door or something. And during that, all of the animals like isolated in some place, like they are isolated around our cities, around and they lose their nature. They lose like the space that they can move and like do their normal stuff, like we're talking about hyenas, wild pigs, and dogs. So this kind of animals start attacking the places where the people, because they are going to look after food. So we don't have any choice, like the municipalities around in the cities, that they don't have any choice. Instead, like throw poisons to this animal to kill these animals, because they are starting attacking the people. So this poisons, because Israel also don't allowed for the Palestinian to give them this kind of brackets, like mercy killing or without paying for this poison for this animal, because it's allowed, or they don't give us the gun shoots that they can make the animal sleep, then they can like get rid of them. So they start give this kind of poisons, and this kind of poison make all of the cats die. Then we start having another problems with rats, like I'm talking, because this is like something natural. Cats eat rats, so some cats die, so rats become bigger. So this kind of also a struggle we are facing around, that we cannot do anything against this kind of issues. We cannot make shelters otherwise. Also, like I'm talking a lot about politics, because this is what's known, like how we can merge between politics and we can merge about even animal rights, because it's like this is how the things is happening. And in settlement around our where we live, there is settlement, and they have like industrial zone, and this industrial zone, they didn't treat the waste of this factories in a good way, so they threw their wastes in the Palestinian land. While they are throwing, they're destroying all the land around, and they are like making all of the stuff. We cannot say anything about this, because like this is like military things. And the other thing that we are trying now, some of the action we are doing now, that the Israelis are going to make, they are starting to make this gas shield, that they can go and take gas from the ground and take the water, like make a lot of troubles, but they steal it from this place, but their pipes, and they are doing under some kind of villages where the gas it is. And they didn't announce about this, they didn't tell the people about this gas shield, they didn't take the risk, and they don't put any kind of regulation, because the people who will be affected is the Palestinian. They are not like, they are working in the Palestinian land and they take the gas for them. So that's one of the issues that we are struggling. Also, and now we start working with the student university. We have 2 universities. We have volunteered with them. Like we are a little bit trying to use the religion, how to treat animal well, and also we use other things like the health information about the industrial meat, because like the people go, like the small kids go to the school, they have the spam sandwiches, and they always use this kind of hot dogs or something, and this is like kind of industrial meat. We start to do this. We cannot say to them, yes, stop eating meat, and they'll say, hey, Ahmad, you are not the God. God gave us the permission to eat goats or cows, so who are you to say don't eat this? So we start with this, and we start with the small issues in our community to not be against all of this stuff. So that's all, and I have to finish. I don't know. So thank you.